So I did not film for a very long time. And this lipstick from her, this is the Berry collection. So it's this one in the outer corners. And what did I use? Oh, I think it was, I grabbed this one from Pat McGrath. Which one would this be? It's one of those matte neutral pink. Like that. Okay, so to set the lip liner actually, I used these three colors from this Natasha Love palette. And this tiny brush, just around, and a tiniest bit like with the light one here in the middle. So yeah, I didn't do that for the longest time. I used to do it. But that's a really nice thing to do if you have like mature lips that, you know, nothing really wants to stay in the place. And yeah. And then I had just a tiny bit of this Pat McGrath lip gloss on. So one thing I will use before I leave though is some kind of primer with color. And this is Painterly from MAC. So I will just tap a little bit on my eyelids. I will use the same brush that I use for the concealer. So I just take some of this and just run it a little bit close to the lash line. This is a little bit too much. I usually put less than this even. Like that. And then just go over it. And of course, eye cream under. Mostly up here actually, not so close to the lashes. Don't want to have those things in your eyes. If your eyes start watering, that's not very nice. So just like that. And in the corner where it tends to become a little bit red and funny looking. There's a lot of new things when, you know, be happy that you get to an age like this. I'm 57. But yeah, not everybody gets even to this age. So let's just be happy about it. Okay, so after this what I usually do is I tend to grab this one in brown. It's the Hindash eye pencil. And I especially smudge it in the, I have one really white lash over there. I just smudge it in over there. So a smaller smudging brush and a little bit around. And slightly up in the corner. Up and down. And just around it a bit. So something like this. And I try not to get too outside here because of all the wrinkles, so it will stay a little bit more like, when I open my eyes, that it will be a little bit more just on the lid itself and not in these wrinkles here. You know? So if you like me and you really like warm eyeshadows, so these are really like easygoing, just to slap on. So if you can choose. Middle one. Let's go for the middle one. It's a really nice deepish brown. And this of course is the Natasha palette, the warm palette, and just again more in the corner and then just sweep it in. You can turn it around so you don't get more color on. And then a little mix in the, or blend, let's say, in the outer corner. Also makes it matte, less shiny, which then all this bubbly stuff here doesn't look so big. But when I start playing around, now I want to do, you know, a little bit more. So, deepest brown, really close to the lashes. Kind of dabbing it on like that. Instead of a black right now. I mean, I really like black too, but close to my lashes. But you know, this is like defining enough, I think. So I will just choose this color and go a little bit here. That it won't be just, you know, this one color and then nothing and my skin. So let's give it a little bit, but not too serious at all. Like, you know, just a tiny bit. Dab it on first and then can take it up to the brow a bit, maybe to make a little shadow over there too. I used to do that a long time ago. Anyways, well, so now just a shiny kind of thing on the lid. Maybe this one here. I will just take it with the brush. Just, no, it doesn't want to be taken with this fluffy brush. So another brush then. I will use the first brush. I will use the first brush that I used before. With whatever is on it, you know, I don't really care. This one here. Smudge it on this one. And then it's supposed to work. Yes, okay. There. And there. A little bit more. Okay. So here we go. Then I just pull it out a bit like that. And a little bit to the inner side. And then just, you know, oh no, don't do that with all you have on it. No, 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 girl. What's she doing? I will just blend it like this a bit. Somebody's out of practice here. Well, whatever. It's still my eyes, so you can complain if you want. Okay, I think so. That's already more than I would do nowadays. That's like eyeshadow wise, really. But I want to do something else now. I want to take this light one here, just on this fluffy brush, and see what it's doing, because I didn't do this kind of thing for a long time. Just to go like this up here a bit with a fluffy brush. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Why not? And let it go up like that to the brow. So this one here, a little bit under the eye. Maybe we blend it with the light one actually. I will blend it with the lightest one so it won't become too dark. I think that one might be a bit dark, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, just what's left on the brush then, after I put most of it here. Just here in the outer part, and then I will take it in. And I will probably clean around here too, because it's not supposed to be down here. Don't want it all over the place. And now it's a little bit too light. Okay. Okay, so the darker one. Trying to be closer to the lashes with this one. Even if this brush doesn't really allow it. Just a tiny bit like that. And I will add the darkest one again here, because I don't know, it seems to disappear with all my blending. Got a little bit too excited with the blending here. So there it goes. Back in like that. I really like these shadows. Yeah, no surprise there. Most of the time I like her shadows. Okay, so that then with some minus some cleaning up here, and I will just do the lashes and be back for a little bit something on my skin, because I really have just the tiniest. I did say I will show exactly how I go out, but it's already not exactly how I go out, so So what I did until now was taking this Dior concealer. What number is this? It's 2. Why? 2 CR. Some of that, I'm taking some more. Really rubbing it in, or in the brush, inside the brush. Taking it a little bit here. And a little bit here where I'm also kind of very red. And I'm telling you, this is a little bit more than I usually put. So I do try and press it in like that. And tell you the truth, I don't use anything in my forehead because it just makes the bang dirty so much faster. So yeah. Anyway, it's pretty covered. So that's pretty much it for that. And then just some highlighter and maybe a little bit of blush. But this is Westman Atelier Dodo Cream Blush. And on it, because it's a little bit too pink, and there's nothing pink in my look, so, I like it when everything has a little bit of everything together. So I'm using this Broken. It's an old powder from Elizabeth Arden, but it's very nice. I'm pretty sure they have similar stuff nowadays too, but it's a mineral bronzing powder. Pure finish, blah, 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 blah. And of course I can see what it is, but it doesn't really matter because it's very old. Anyways, it's a powder that has some slight sheen to it. I know who has powders like very similar to this, is Guerlain. So yeah, they have also bronzers like this with a slight sheen to them, and probably other brands too. So I'm just using a flat brush like this, kind of working it in there a bit. It's really hard pressed, if I didn't mention that. And then I will just start from up here and go a little bit around this. You see it gets a little slight sheen of golden something. Also Chanel has, I have a few of those powders with a lot of colors in them. So it's very similar to this, but this one I would say has less sheen. Kind of a nice powder that you can just, put a little bit all over. Not that you can't put those two, but of course you can. Okay, now highlighter. So I will use Doll Dynasty from Hindash, which is a really nice highlighter. And it looks like that. Gradient, really pretty. It's not pretty just in a pan. I think at least. Well, so I'm going all over a little bit. Just like that. And since this is pretty matte looking, so I will just go like this. But try not to overdo it, of course. Also with the wrinkles, you don't need to add too much of those things, even if you like it. A little bit under the eye. A little bit here in the tip. Between the brows. And of course you can take this one also a little bit. I like kind of highlighting my chin a bit. Okay, so that's already a lot more than I would normally, do my makeup nowadays. That's just the way it is. But when I do sit down, yes, I do really enjoy it still. It's just I have a thing of just getting things done. Just get out and get it done. So then I don't have much patience anymore to sit down and actually, put too much time on makeup, hair, and yes. I just remember I didn't do anything on my brows. I really tend to forget them so easily. Of course, because they're also pretty much under, the bangs or the pony or whatever you want to call it. But, okay, so I grabbed this Anastasia medium brown pencil like that, and I just comb it up and out a bit, and then I add up here a bit to make it, you know, a little bit more the same. Let it go down there. It becomes a bit crooked. Maybe. Well, anyways, and then I take it from under a bit here, comb it down a bit, and go the other way around a bit here, like that, to fill it in like where the hair is, but you know what I mean. And then I go from here a little bit to the front, but really lightly. I try to be really lightly when I go to the front, and then I comb out everything a little bit. Oi. Like that. So not a big difference, but maybe a bit. Okay, so I usually go in with one of these brow gels with tint in them, just to cover some, if I have whites, you know, between here, which I tint them sometimes, but it doesn't last very long, so yeah, not my favorite thing to do, let's say. So just like that a bit, just to make them a little bit stay in the place where I want them. And here I need to cut some, I see now, but you know, they're too long in the front always. They have their own little life, these things. Okay, so I'm already now, this is annoying, so I'm taking it out. I can see them somewhere here. Yeah, just a bit. Just a tiny bit. You don't want to overdo these things. I done that too, and then it's like, okay, where did my brows go? Just the tip of it. And then you still have something. Okay, I should have set my face, of course, even if I didn't use a lot of, but it's concealer, so it sets in everything. Sets in the lines. Not pretty, not pretty. I will use this one as a finishing powder, at least, maybe not a setting powder, a finishing powder from Guerlain, and it's the white one. I haven't tried this yet. It's been sitting here for a long time. Let's see. So let's see how white this is. Maybe I will start here in the middle of the face. It's a nice one. Kind of want to do it also in my forehead, even if I don't have anything else over there. Much. At least to have this over there. Yeah. Very nice. Oh, the scents of those are so nice. Even the new one. The new scent. I mean, a lot of people don't like it. But yes, I do. So this one is Pearl White. Pearl White. Very simple. Very nice one. Yeah, I do like those. So, well, I'm pretty done now and pretty overdone for what I usually do. But I had a lot of fun. So, if I actually get this uploaded, then I hope I see you again. And hope you're well. And if I don't upload it, well, then you won't know that I did this. Anyways. Thanks for watching if you did, and I hope you're doing well in everything. And, well, if I get into this again, I hope to see you next time. And if not, I hope you have a good life.